Welcome to the Philippines' premier motor show. This is Autofocus. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa. Here are our features on this edition of your electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market. A subcompact sedan from Toyota, the 2022 Vios GRS, and a compact sedan from Honda, the Civic RS Turbo. Plus a feature-to-feature comparison of two mid-size SUVs, the Nissan Terra VL 4x4 AT versus Subaru Outback 2.5i EyeSight. On Autopedia, we'll talk about reading and understanding a dyno chart, together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry. We shall have the launch of the all-new Toyota Avanza as our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kayang-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Toyota. This edition of Car Review takes a look at the 2022 Toyota GRS, the top-of-the-line variant of Toyota's best-selling subcompact sedan.
After it was first rolled out, the Toyota Vios earned a reputation as a practical, affordable, and reliable subcompact sedan. A suitable entry-level Toyota with all the accompanying attributes attached to the country's #1 car brand. Later on, the Vios added sporty to its rep, earned on the track through the Vios Cup. Lately, Toyota seeks to reinforce that sporty rep with a 2022 Toyota Vios GRS. And that it does with the Gazoo Racing inspired aero kit, an add-on that adds a few millimeters to the Vios, making the GRS variant 4,467mm long, 1,730mm wide, and 1,475mm tall. The Vios GRS exudes a sporty vibe with front bumper skirt, side skirt, and rear bumper skirt, as well as the rear spoiler and especially the piano black mesh type grille. It shares the 3-tier LED headlamp found in the Vios 1.5G variant, as well as the rear LED combination lamps with line guide LED front fog lamps, fin-type antenna, and the 16-inch alloy wheels with the 195/50 R16 tires. The Vios GRS can also be distinguished by the piano black outer mirrors with the integrated side turn lamps and outside grip type door handle. The piano black exterior accents certainly look quite sporty in the Vios GRS in the super red V color. The GRS also comes in white pearl crystal shine and black one. Interior, the Vios GRS also got the sporty treatment using suede and synthetic leather with stitching for the seats and real leather, again with stitching for the steering wheel and the shift lever and knob. The Optitron meter gauge on the instrument panel with the 4.2 TFT multi-information display also looks quite sporty. Toyota made sure the Vios GRS doesn't lack for the comfort and convenience features also found in the competition. It's got wireless door locks with smart entry system as well as a push-button start. It's got speed-sensing power door locks, power windows, and power retractable outer windows, as well as automatic air conditioning. The infotainment system should not disappoint even though it only has a 6.75-inch display, but it does have AM/FM radio, auxiliary and USB ports, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, SDL, voice command, and 6 speakers. As found by Vios Cup racers, Toyota subcompact sedan can be quite a performer on the track as well as on city streets, highways, and twisty mountain roads. The 2022 Vios 1.5 GRS is powered by the 2NR-FE 1496cc inline-4 DOHC gasoline engine with dual VVTi at 16 valves that generates 107 PS and maxes out at 140 Nm of torque. The engine is mated to a 10 continuously variable transmission with sequential control that sends power and torque to the front wheels. On the GRS, the driver can select 2 drive modes, Eco to save on fuel and Sport for more spirited driving. Paddle shifters give the driver greater control over gear shifts, quite handy in situations like steep inclines and drops. The steering wheel column tilts to aid in finding comfortable and optimum driving positions. The steering wheel also comes with controls for audio. The Vios suspension system features the standard front McPherson strut and rear torsion beam combo. The Vios GRS uses brake discs on all 4 wheels, ventilated in front and solid in the rear. Toyota also equipped the Vios 1.5 GRS with driver assist and safety features enough to stay with the competition. These include anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, hill start assist, and vehicle stability control. Also added to the GRS are SRS airbags for driver and front seat passenger, side airbags, as well as curtain shield and knee airbags. It also comes standard with child lock, ISOFIX, and tether anchors, as well as 3-point seat belts for 5. The Toyota Vios GRS got its Gazoo racing thrill to the perfectly practical, reliable, safe, and comfortable subcompact sedan.
It is now difficult to stand out in the all-too-crowded local subcompact sedan market. But Toyota has done enough with the Vios 1.5 GRS to remain among the top choices in the segment for buyers. The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
Introducing the all-new Isuzu D-Max into new heights.
Welcome back to Autofocus. We now have the latest auto industry news.
Want to test drive the latest brand new vehicles available in the market? Check out the 2022 Autofocus Summer Test Drive Festival that returns to the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds on May 26 to 29. After a 2-year absence because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the biggest outdoor test drive event returns to provide a veritable one-stop shop for prospective car buyers to check out the latest options in the local market. During the 4-day festival, a wide range of competing standard and luxury premium models will be on display and available for test drives. Changan, GAC Motor, Geely, Isuzu, MG, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Subaru, Suzuki, and Toyota are among the exhibitors showcasing their model lineups and offering test drives at the festival. Volkswagen Philippines is looking to make it a hot summer for sales. Volkswagen is offering easy-to-own financing plans of low down payments, low monthly amortizations, or zero down payments for its lineup of German precision vehicles until June 30. And for a limited time, Volkswagen is also offering substantial discounts for select vehicles, from the Santana MPI MT, which can now be had for only 550,000 pesos from 686,000 pesos, to the subcompact crossover T-Cross 180 MPI ATS, which can be bought for 1,068,000 pesos down from 1,098,000 pesos. Other than easy financing schemes, Volkswagen vehicles come with worry-free after-sales dealer services, including the 100,000-kilometer or 3-year warranty coverage program, aside from the free 1-year 24/7 emergency roadside assistance. To find out more about Volkswagen summer promo, check out www.volkswagen.com.ph. The rising cost of fuel could be seen as a deterrent for vehicle sales. However, Mitsubishi Motor Philippines is using this as an incentive for sales. Until April 30, Mitsubishi is giving away 4,000 pesos worth of fuel for every purchase of the Mirage G4 and the L300. Takanobu Suzuki, MMPC Executive Vice President for Sales and Marketing, said Mitsubishi wants customers to have a pleasant start to their ownership experience of the G4 or L300 by preserving the delightful moment when their new Mitsubishi is released from the showroom. This exclusive fuel package is meant to help customers have an unforgettable first road trip with their new Mirage G4 or first business delivery with their L300 care of Mitsubishi, said Suzuki. Maxus Philippines is going low with the G50 MPV, offering special low prices for its 8-seater multi-purpose vehicles. The G50 MPV is among Maxus models getting offered at special rates for this summer. Until June 30, the Maxus G50 Comfort 1.3 MT can be bought home for just 948,000 pesos. This very competitive price gets you a one-of-a-kind MPV with modern styling, power, and efficiency, a spacious interior, versatility, and safety, as well as rear parking sensors and electronic stabilization program. And for just 1,076,000 pesos, one can get the G50 Pro 1.5, which already comes in, among other cool stuff, multi-function leather steering wheel, rear camera, keyless entry and push start, cruise control, electronic parking brake with auto hold, and infotainment radio with 8-inch touchscreen. The G50 Elite 1.5 now is priced at 1,156,000 pesos for the summer and comes with added premium stuff like auto AC, 360-degree camera, 12-inch touchscreen radio, and roof rail. And the top-of-the-line G50 Premium 1.5 at just 1,288,000 pesos comes with electric adjust front seats, panoramic sunroof, power tailgate, side airbag, power folding exterior mirror, LED headlamp and rear lamp, 17-inch alloy wheels, and a 6-speaker audio setup. Toyota Motor Philippines has just added another subcompact SUV to its already extensive lineup of SUVs, crossovers, and MPVs. The launch of the all-new Toyota Veloz was streamed live to a nationwide audience via Facebook and YouTube. According to Sherwin Chualim, TMP's first vice president and vehicle sales operations, the Veloz started out as a top-grade variant of the Avanza compact MPV range, but has since been evolved to become a new standalone brand ready to claim its position as a subcompact SUV of choice for customers seeking new adventures. Following its April 29 launch, all-new Veloz was displayed at the BGC Amphitheater until May 1 and at Toyota dealerships. Authorized Toyota dealers across the country started accepting reservations for the Veloz, newest addition to Toyota's range of vehicles. Prices start at 1.185 million pesos.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. 'So you too can race yours.
So you too can race yours.
So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours. So you too can race yours.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
The Mitsubishi Montero Sport, Mastery in Motion.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
All-new Isuzu Mu X. Take the lead.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Here's our feature-to-feature comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on Head-to-Head. Would you rather have an all-wheel drive mid-size SUV crossover or one with 4x4 capability and 7-seater capacity? This head-to-head pits the Nissan Terra VL 4x4 against the Subaru Outback 2.5 i EyeSight in a spec-to-spec comparison.
The mid-size SUV crossover segment now comes with many options for seat capacity, engines, and drivetrains, as well as various levels of trim, smart connectivity, and driver assist and safety technology. Two offerings in this segment provide many points for contrasting comparisons: the Nissan Terra VL 4x4 AT and the Subaru Outback 2.5 i EyeSight. The Nissan Terra VL is 4,900mm long, 1,865mm wide, and 1,865mm at its tallest point, with a 2,650mm long wheelbase and a minimum ground clearance of 225mm. The Subaru Outback is 4,870mm long, 1,875mm wide, and 1,675mm tall, with a 2,745mm long wheelbase and 213mm minimum ground clearance. The latest iteration of the Terra features a large V-Motion chrome grille, quad LED projector headlamps, C-shaped daytime running lights, LED front fog lamps, wide LED signatures, distinctive chrome center finisher, rear spoiler, and shark fin antenna. It also comes with body-colored side view mirror with integrated turn signals and auto-fold and power adjust functions, chrome door handles, the intelligent key switch, silver roof rails and side step, mudguards, 2-speed front windshield wipers with rain sensing function, single-speed intermittent rear wipers, and 18-inch two-tone alloy wheels. The latest Subaru Outback arrived with swept-back LED headlamps with auto leverizer and steering response, LED daytime running lights, headlamp washers, front and rear LED fog lamps, power folding door mirrors with integrated LED turn signals. The Outback is also fitted with a power sliding glass sunroof, automatic rain sensing windshield wipers, and motion sensing power tailgate. The Terra VL 4x4 cabin features two-tone interiors, black leather for seats and burgundy red leather for trim and center console. The Terra VL sits 7 with zero-gravity type front seats with 10-way power adjust and lumbar support for driver and 4-way manual adjust for front seat passenger. The second row seat for 3 slides, reclines, and splits, folds, and tumbles 60/40. It also comes with a retractable center armrest. The third row seat for 2 reclines and splits, folds and tumbles 50-50. The leather-wrapped D-shaped steering wheel tilts to end with controls for the audio, hand-free phone, drive assist display, plus cruise control. The dash features an instrument meter cluster with high-contrast 7-inch advanced drive assist display. The new Terra comes with an intelligent key system, push-button engine start-stop, power door locks, dual-zone automatic climate control with the rear cooler. Overhead console comes with map lights and sunglass holder. 3 12-volt sockets, a wireless charger, Types A and C USB ports, and bottle and beverage holders. The Subaru Outback 2.5 IT has seats upholstered in Nappa leather for 5. The driver monitoring system can automatically adjust driver's seat, as well as side mirrors to his preference. The DMS can be set for at least 5 drivers. The front passenger seat power adjusts 8 ways. The rear seat for 3 reclines and splits and folds 60-40 and comes with a retractable center armrest. The steering wheel tilts and telescopes and comes with controls for audio and cruise control, among other things, and paddle shifters. Other interior comfort and convenience features include keyless access and push-button start system, dual-zone auto air conditioning, aluminum pedals, USB and auxiliary audio input portals, electronic parking brake, heated door mirrors, and rear ventilation. The new Terra infotainment system comes with a Nissan 9-inch advanced touchscreen display audio, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth for hands-free calling and audio streaming, as well as USB Type A and C tuner, and iPod. It also comes with navigation as well as 8 Bose premium speakers. The Terra VL has an additional 11-inch flip-down monitor with HDMI input. The Subaru Outback arrived with an 11.6-inch high-definition touchscreen display for infotainment and connectivity that comes with navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, and voice recognition system, as well as an 11-speaker Harman Kardon audio system with subwoofer and amplifier. The Terra is powered by a 2,488cc inline-4 DOHC diesel engine with variable turbocharger and intercooler that generates 190 PS at 3,600 revolutions per minute and 450 Nm of torque at 2,000 RPM. The VL comes with a 7-speed automatic transmission with manual mode and a part-time 4-wheel drive system with 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low, and electronic locking rear differential. The suspension system uses independent double wishbones with coil spring and stabilizer in front and multi-link system with coil spring and stabilizer bar in the rear. The brake system uses discs on all 4 wheels, ventilated in front and solid in the rear. The Subaru Outback is powered by a 2,498cc Boxer engine that generates 188 PS at 5,800 RPM and 245 Nm of torque from 3,400 to 4,600 RPM, made into a Lineartronic CVT and Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system. The Subaru Intelligent Drive or SI Drive allows driver to switch from intelligent to sport mode. The Outback brake system uses ventilated discs on all 4 wheels. The suspension system uses front McPherson struts and double wishbones in the rear and comes with StableX ride system dampers to help deliver a quieter ride. The new Terra VL 4x4 arrived with fuller complement of Nissan Intelligent Mobility that came with intelligent forward collision warning, intelligent emergency braking, rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, blind spot warning, and intelligent rear view mirror, hill start assist, and hill descent control, as well as intelligent around view monitor with moving object detection and off-road monitor and intelligent driver alertness. Added for safety are multiple airbags, 3-point ULR seatbelts, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, vehicle dynamic control with 4-wheel active brake limited slip, parking sensors, time mount stop lamp, anti-theft system with alarm and engine immobilizer. The latest Outback variant came with Subaru's EyeSight 4.0 driver assist technology that essentially monitors traffic movement around the Subaru, as well as hill descent control, auto vehicle hold, rear cross traffic alert, lane change assist, rear view camera and reverse sensors, blind spot detection, auto dimming rear view mirror, adaptive driving beam, auto headlamps. Also added for safety, 4-sensor, 4-channel anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, active torque vectoring, brake assist, brake override, emergency stop signal, engine immobilizer, ISOFIX adapted child seat anchors, safety pedal system, side door reinforcement beams, front side curtain, front passenger seat and knee airbags, and vehicle dynamic control system.
The Nissan Terra and the Subaru Outback offers a lot in terms of practicality, utility, and performance, as well as comfort, convenience, safety, and driver assist technology.
fine dining, a romantic garden wedding, a relaxed casual meal, or an important business event, Ilustrado is the place to go. Aside from its famed paella, the Ilustrado restaurant, which is located within the history-laden walled city of Intramuros, is also the favorite destination of food gourmands for its famous callos and lengua and other classic gustatory offerings. Ilustrado restaurant, only for the foodies.
The all-new Nissan Almera takes on every challenge with you, equipped with what you need. Premium and dynamic design that's an absolute stunner. Innovative tech for a drive that's safe and confident. And an efficient turbocharged engine to take you where you want to go. The all-new Nissan Almera challenge the standards.
Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions: the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has antioxidant properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. Toyota has launched the all-new Avanza and appears confident it will be an affordable and practical MPV for Filipino families.
The Avanza is a perfect vehicle for families. Considering its capacity, it can fit 7 people inside with enough room for luggage. And I guess mobility needs during this time is very important. And because of that, this is a perfect size vehicle. You can put a lot of people. You can put a lot of your stuff when traveling. It's very fuel efficient. It's just a very practical car for anyone. If you look at the car, the very obvious thing that you can see is the front. It's totally new. It doesn't even have any resemblance of the previous generation. This is more of what, if you notice, what Toyota has been introducing the past months. All the new vehicles, it looks the same. It's the Toyota signature look, front look. And overall, the size. The size is actually close to like an Innova size already. It's a class-leading interior design or interior size, and that's one thing that consumers will really be happy about. And the features, the aerodynamic features of the car is just absolutely great. What you cannot see here that we actually is something that we'd like to highlight is a safety feature. It has sensors for monitoring rear traffic and blind spot monitoring as well. It also carries a CVT transmission now, unlike before it doesn't. And of course, it's the Toyota Sure advantage of quality, durability, and reliability, carrying a Toyota badge in front.
I think key changing point is space, more spacious, and this space is more family friendly. We just launched the new Avanza. It's a quite amazing car, and also it's very affordable, and also it's a very perfect car for families. Please come to Toyota dealers and enjoy the test drive. Thank you so much.
Can the all-new Toyota Avanza still be a dominant force in compact MPV segment? We should soon find out in the next few months of sales.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we have our second car review this week. Car review takes a look at the all-new Honda Civic RS Turbo.
Late last year and just in time for the traditional holiday rush for vehicle sales, Honda Cars Philippines unleashed the all-new Civic to join the battle royale in the compact sedan segment. Honda pulled no punches in rolling out the 11th generation Civic, offering an all-turbocharged lineup that already included one in RS trim. The all-new Civic at 4,678mm long, 1,802mm wide, and 1,450mm at its highest point is longer than its predecessor. It also has a 2,735mm long wheelbase and 134mm ground clearance. Honda says the new Civic with the longer hood and wider lower stance has been designed to look both sporty and mature, elegant even. There is certainly some truth to that, especially in the top-of-the-line Civic RS Turbo CVT Honda Sensing. And if you like black exterior accents, then the Civic with RS trim is for you. It's got the body-colored grille with the RS emblem, but with high-gloss black door sash garnish and black door handles and black shark fin type antenna. Also black are the side door mirrors that power adjust and fold. The spoiler on the trunk has a high-gloss black finish. Quite sporty in both looks and yes, function are the 235/40Z R1895 wide tires wrapped around 18-inch RS matte black alloy wheels. The Civic RS Turbo also comes with full LED headlights with black ring headlight extension and auto on and off function and auto off timer. Other exterior features include LED daylight running lights, LED fog lamps, auto rain sensing front wiper, rear windshield defog, LED high mount stop lamp, and tailpipe finisher. Only the Civic RS comes with smart keyless entry system, black leather with suede upholstery for the seats, leather wrapped shift knob, 8-way power adjusting driver's seat, door panel ambient lighting, as well as the sport pedal. Also exclusive to the Civic RS Turbo is the instrument panel with a 10.2-inch full digital display that can be customized. The black interior trim with honeycomb is a nice touch, along with the ambient lighting. Adding to comfort and convenience are dual-zone air conditioning with rotary knobs and digital display and rear vents, power windows and speed-sensing door locks, 4 cup holders and 4 bottle holders, and a 12-volt accessory outlet. Honda didn't scrimp on the Civic RS Turbo infotainment system with a 9-inch touchscreen display with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, built-in navigation, Bluetooth hands-free telephone connection, USB input, and a Bose 12-speaker sound system. The wireless charger adds a lot of convenience. All variants of the all-new Civic are powered by a 1,498cc 4-cylinder 16-valve DOHC VTEC turbo engine that maxes out at 178 PS and 240 Nm of torque. This is paired with a continuously variable transmission, sending power to the front wheels. The Civic has always had a reputation as a fun drive with good handling, comfortable on city streets, and fun on country switchbacks. Honda also has a reputation for innovation and safety. The all-new Civic is living up to these perceptions. It starts with getting a preferred comfortable driving position using the 8-way power adjustable seat and tilt and telescopic 3-spoke steering wheel. The steering wheel comes with controls for the audio, the multi-information display, and adaptive cruise control. One starts the engine using the one-push start system. On the Civic RS Turbo, the driver has the option of driving on 3 modes: Econ, which is best for driving in the city, Normal, and Sport, which are fun for driving on open country roads. The paddle shifters on the steering wheel allow driver to have greater control over gear shifts, perfect for overtaking and on steep mountain roads. The suspension features front McPherson struts and multi-link system in the rear. All-wheel disc brakes, ventilated in front and solid in the rear, provide predictable and controlled stopping power. Honda has chosen to add Honda Sensing to all the variants of the Civic rolled out locally. It's certainly a mouthful using the complete official name of the variants, like the Civic RS Turbo CVT Honda Sensing. Honda Sensing is a suite of driver assist technologies that, in all locally available all-new Civic variants, includes collision mitigating braking system, adaptive cruise control with low speed follow, lane keeping assist system, road departure mitigation system with lane departure warning, auto high beam, and lead car departure notification system. The Japanese car maker says the Honda Sensing system uses a singular monocular camera with a wider field of view that, combined with improved software, also offers better vehicle, motorcycle, bicycle, pedestrian, and road marking recognition. A multi-view reverse camera with guidelines make parking a breeze. Standard in the all-new Civic that already feature the G-Con or G-Force Control collision safety body are anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, vehicle stability assist, hill start assist, child lock, ISOFIX child seat anchor, driver and front seat passenger airbag, side airbags, 3-point ELR seat belts for 5, and security, alarm, and immobilizer. The Civic RS Turbo is also equipped with side curtain airbags, lane watch camera, and walkaway auto door lock.
The all-new Honda Civic RS Turbo CVT with Honda Sensing should help the Civic regain the kind of popularity it had back when it was first launched in the country in the 90s. Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Hi, this is Sydney from Speedlab, and today I'm going to teach you how to look at a dyno chart, read and understand it. Spend enough time on the internet and online and you'll probably come across one of these when talking about performance numbers. This is called a dyno chart, and this is the most effective and straightforward way to prove that something makes power or not when it comes to engine modifications. A dyno chart basically tells you how much power and torque your car makes That's it. It's very simple. It does not tune, it does not add power, it does not do anything except measure the horsepower of your car. It's basically a glorified treadmill for the car. So in every dyno chart, there's always two axes. One is the x-axis, which is always the RPM of the car being measured. So in this case, it's a Montero, so it's from 2,000 to 4,300. Then the y-axis here has horsepower and torque. For the Dynapack dyno chart, they split it into two. But later, we'll review another popular dyno chart that you've seen, which is from DynoJet. So these lines represent the number of runs in one dyno session. For the Dynapack one, each file can contain up to 6 runs, which is represented by these 6 colors. We'll start with the horsepower side. That's what everybody keeps asking, and that's what everybody sort of understands a little bit more. The first run is this red line, which is almost always here, the baseline power, which means car comes into the shop, nothing has been done, we put it here, we take a power reading of what it is. Whether it's stock or slightly modified, it's called the baseline because we haven't done anything yet. Then subsequent runs, obviously the expected is you should get more power, which is why you're having it dyno tuned in the first place or having modifications done. And this is our second run. This is a historical one, which we already did a few weeks ago with the ECU reflash. So from here, you can see the peak power at stock is around 155, which is indicated here. This is our power after reflash, which is 181. Note that the RPM is pretty much the same, 3,400 RPM. So that's the correct way to compare power actually, or anything. It has to be on the same RPM scale. Then this is what we did just now with a full exhaust installed. So we're up to 219 horsepower for this old 2009 3.2 Montero. Torque is the same way. You read the graph here. So with diesels, it always starts off high, then goes lower. But as you can see, we have a pretty big, almost 150 foot-pound of torque increase here, from 312 to 446. That's pretty big, considering, just for reference, your average Civic 6.8 only makes 100 foot-pounds of torque. Most people always quote when they get into these internet arguments is, oh, my car makes 100 horsepower because that's what the brochure says. You are only partly right. It's 100 horsepower at a certain RPM. Like for this Montero, when people ask how much power did you make? Oh, stock we make 155 at 3,500 RPM. This is important because if you look at the chart here at the bottom, you're only making 120 horses at 2,250 RPM. This part and this part almost nobody mentions. And here, towards the end of the RPM graph, you're actually only making 90 horsepower at red line of a diesel Montero. This is the number that everybody's most interested in, but this only tells part way of the story. Because here we have practically 155 to 218, that's about 65 horses. But at here, if we take these 2 points, it's actually closer to 60 horsepower. What you're most concerned about is the area in between the two charts that you're looking at. This one here. This is only 1 point, but you have to take the whole chart and the whole dyno as a whole. Same thing with torque. It starts off big, then gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller as you go down to red line. So next time when you want to argue with your friends, you should always ask, okay, horsepower at something RPM. It always has to have that because power by nature is defined as work over time. Torque is the work that you're doing, the amount of force that you're giving. Power is time, meaning how much force you apply over a period of time. And that period of time is from 2,000 to 4,300 RPM. And the M in the RPM is minutes. So revolutions per minute. That's your measure of time. So power always has to have a length of time and the time component in between. It cannot just be, it's not a static thing like, oh, I make this much power now. Yes, but what about a second later? What about 5 seconds later? Okay, that's for the dyno chart from Dynapack. The Dynapack is actually a brand of dynamometer. The same way that you have an Orion brand ruler, you have a Century brand ruler, and a Stanley brand ruler. Different dynos have different brands, but they all measure the same thing. It's horsepower. And then this is another type of dyno. This is from DynoJet, which is you also see a lot on the internet. And this is their dyno chart. As you can see, it's also the same. You have RPM here at the bottom. You have power here at the y-axis. But you have torque here at the other y-axis. What they do is they intersperse it with each other. Same thing also, you can have multiple runs represented by multiple colors. So this is 2 runs. First run is red, second run is blue. So this is the line for power, these two. Then this is the line for torque. Same thing also, there's a pointer here that you can put here and the values here will change. Also, maximum power at, it will show you here, 180 and 146 horsepower at this RPM here, at 6,000 RPM. Then it will show you also max torque, which is somewhere here at 5,000 RPM. So once again, you read it the same way, power at RPM, torque at RPM. And as you can see, when you're only at 2,500, you're only doing about 20 horse, then it gradually gets bigger, 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 until red line. Same thing with torque. This is a gasoline engine, so your maximum torque is made somewhere here in the middle. So some torque, some torque, some torque, big torque, then torque drops off. Now, are there other brands of dynos in the Philippines? Yes, there are. If your car comes with a printout from one of these, it is unquestioned what the numbers are. Okay, so that's how you read a dyno chart, whether it's from DynoJet or Dynapack. And if you go to the SpeedLab Facebook page, I do post a lot of these things. This one, sometimes this one, because we do have a DynoJet also. And with the corresponding explanations, what these lines also mean. So yes, check it out, so you might learn a thing or two.
That's our feature on Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride has been made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of your electronic automobile magazine informative as well as entertaining. Check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, this has been your host, Ray Louie Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.